Hello everyone, Sam here from Running Sport. Hope you're keeping well. This is week 2 of our online PE programme. We hope you enjoyed the first week. So the second week is still focused on gymnastics. However, we're going to be looking at 2 different types of gym. So we're going to be completing the warm-up as per normal, and then we're going to be moving on to what's called some point balancing. So for this lesson, you're going to need 3 pairs of socks, and as you can see behind me, I've made a triangle of socks, and that is going to be your safe space to complete your lesson in. As per the last lesson, any photos or videos that we get sent back in, we will be issuing 10 sport tokens, which will be added to the sport tokens points housing behind me, and each week Danny will still be updating and giving you a running total to see who's winning. Now the warm-up today, I'm going to be leading it, and I've got Danny in today. He is going to be my volunteer, and he's going to show you and join in with you guys. So the game is called the pirate ship game. Okay, so Danny's made a triangle of socks. That is his pirate ship. He's not allowed to leave the pirate ship. Around the pirate ship we have got lots and lots of water. Okay, Danny, so the warm-up's going to be very, very simple. I'm going to be the captain today, so when I shout captain's coming, you're going to stand for attention. Okay, when I say scrub the decks, you're going to be crisscrossing legs. And when I say climb the rigging, you're going to be climbing using your hind knees to get as high as you can up the pole. At any point, if I shout man overboard, you're going to jump over and out of the ship as quick as you can. Okay, ready, Danny? Yep. So you're jogging around your space. We're going backwards, forwards, sideways, lots of movements. Captain's coming! Stand attention, good, and then carry on jogging around again. So sometimes we've got lots of waves coming onto our ship, so this time when I start to scrub the decks, Danny's going to clean them, okay, by doing some forward and backwards footwork. So scrub the decks. Keep scrubbing, keep scrubbing, keep scrubbing. Good, and if you can move to a different space while scrubbing, then that's great. And back jogging around again. Man overboard! So big jump out of the pirate ship, good, into the sea, and then back onto the ship once you're ready. We're going to do 1 more minute's worth of work. Keep jogging around, Danny. And this time when the captain says climb the rigging, we're going to go up really high by jogging on the spot, up the pole, climb the rigging. Good, nice high knees, keep going. And back to jogging again, round. Captain's coming. Climb the rigging. Man overboard. Back on the ship. Climb the rigging. Scrub the decks. And relax. Good job, Danny. Well done, everyone else at home. If you want to pause the video now, grab yourself a drink, and we're back in 1 second. Okay guys, so hopefully you feel nice and warm and ready to start the lesson now. So as I said at the start, the lesson today is going to be based on point balancing. So this sheet of paper will also be sent to you by your teacher, so you can have a look at it or print it out for your reference. So point balances is all about having certain parts of your body touching the floor at one point. So last week when we were talking about shapes, we were talking about keeping our body strong and keeping our body really still when we're balancing or when we're showing a shape. So the same rule applies to balancing this week. We'll be looking for 10 seconds of work. Okay, so what we'd like you to do is have a look at the sheet of paper. You're going to pick yourself one of the balances, or you can come up with your own ones if you would like, and then you'll try and hold that balance for 10 seconds. So a nice easy one for me is going to be a 1-point balance. So that means one body part touching the floor. So I'm going to hold a star-shaped balance, really still, concentrating, not to wiggle too much, for 10 seconds. And then I rest. So over to you guys. You pause the video in a second, have a go at as many different point balances as you can, and once we finish, we'll move on to the next section. Okay guys, hopefully you managed to complete as many of those as you can. Just a quick reminder that if you do send in some photos and videos of completing the balances so we can see that from school, then we will be issuing some house tokens. So we're going to move on now. For this part of the video, you need to make sure you have got your parent or your brother or sister to help you a little bit. So you're going to quickly collect up your socks. You're going to hand them to your partner. Okay, and this time you're still going to be using this as a reference, although if you've come up with some of your own point balances, then you can use that instead. And this time we're going to be holding the point balance, but my teammate Danny here, my helper Danny, is going to be putting the socks on part of my body, and my job is to try and keep it really, really still. So I'm going to go back to my star balance. Once I'm ready, Danny's going to try and place the socks on one part of my body, and my challenge now is to see if I can keep really still without the socks falling off. Okay, if you find that really easy, then you've also got a second pair or a third pair of socks that you can maybe balance on your head or your elbow or your knees or your back, and see how you get on. So pause the video, guys, and see how you get on, please. Okay, good job. And for the last part of the lesson, your helper, your brother, sister, mum or dad will need to help you for this one. I'm going to be moving around my safe space again. So I'm going to place my socks back out, and you can place them back out. So this time I'm going to be moving around my space. Danny's going to call out a number between 1 and 5. Whatever number he says, I've got to try and get into that point balance. So if he says 2, I've got to think of a balance with 2 points touching the floor. If he says 3, I have to try and think of a balance with 3 body parts touching the floor. So we'll see how we get on. So jogging around the area, go around the space. 2 points. That's easy. 1. Down again, jogging around again. 1. Jogging around again. 3. So hopefully you get the idea, guys. Have a go, take it in turns to get your mum and dad involved, if you can as well. Again, once you finish the video, the session, take some photos, take some videos, send them in, we'll update the points, and we'll see you next week. Stay safe, everyone.